Yeah, words of power. Also keeping an eye on for resources for the manor. Want to move at least... I want to build at least the main manor body before waiting too long. There you can add a few additional wings to it, but that's a luxury thing. You can do very well without any of this. Wings would be things like a library tower, alchemy tower, enchanter's tower, storeroom, trophy room, bedrooms, greenhouse, something like that. Something you don't need in any way, but that can provide things. I haven't made any choices, or decisions rather, about the additional parts. Um, and I should. Because if I want to avoid building duplicates, I need to decide whether I'm going to make an enchanter's tower. So am I going to add the enchanter's enchantment table inside the specialty wing or the main hall? I don't want to have them in both. So also wasting resources if you duplicate things. Might not be simple to produce them. And I can't cast anything anymore. Ah, I don't know why it does that. Yeah, now I... Fuck for the other side. You don't have a what? I'm surprised there's so many bandits here. How deep does the bandit infestation go? That it? More bandits. Well, hard to complain. We're getting quite a lot of lockpicks out of these. Always need lockpicks. But from the other side. Yeah, that's 2 barred doors already. Where exactly do we need to go then? Use the whale. Seriously? I thought they would all open up. Have a good old-fashioned mask fight here. Maybe not. Yep, I'll let him do the dying while I recharge. Is it? No, this is expert luck. If it would be the end of the dungeon chest, it would not have been luck, very likely. Still gauntlet of minor archery. Nothing too valuable, but still a couple of magical items. Shitty items, but still items. Low weight, decent value. What this time? It's a switch, but it's a switch. What do these switches do? This would be an access point to the earlier part of the dungeon. Right. Hunting bow with chills. Resurrected sons of bitches are more trouble than they're worth, really. Okay, with this I opened up something else. There were a couple of doors here. Haven't been up there. No, it was just something extra, I suppose. Not exactly a chivalrous way to fight, but why would I care? Sneak, damage, and conjuration experience. Doesn't have a room to spawn here, so it spawns there. Yeah, this is slightly dangerous. I'm not sure if I could survive one of those traps either. Well, it's trapped. Well, this is an easy tough job for us, isn't it? That's why we have telekinesis. How do we get past this? Don't really see any switches. Has to be something. How do you open this up? How do you open this up? Is it here with the traps? Shit, could be anything. More bandits. I'm surprised they managed to sort of set up house this deep into the burrow without encountering these undead. Oops. That could have hurt.
Fus, Roda!
Hmm. I think I'm going to switch to stealth killing these. Could use the weapon experience too. More because just blasting these with the spells is fairly dull. Not in situations like these. I don't think it would make much of a difference how we would kill them really. But we have good enough of a stealth ability and combination of skills that they spot us way too slowly. Distance is a big factor in that, also the low lighting. More bandits. We really can't do anything. At least if we did sneak attacks, we wouldn't have to waste this much time to kill someone. And a scourge is, well, a scourge isn't a bad one. At the same time, they're a lot tougher than cursed scourges. So my fear is just gonna spend more and more and more and more and more time spamming similar things. I'd like to get better selection of skills that are usable. Robert Jeff over there. Another one. This is bad. We need to get one of them in fairly bad shape. If they try to take two of them at the same time, we're in deep shit. Weapon disarm. Weapon disarm already. No. Sharp defies steel as you rip the weapon from the opponent's grasp. Be useful. Especially if we want to do some kind of melee thing at some point. Would give us an advantage. See if I can get the Death Lord. No, I did not. I got the worthless bandits.
We die again. At last. You must die.
Fus Roda!
Kill it. Bring it down, you son of a bitch. Ah, yeah. Gave it everything we got and it was just enough. I don't think it would have been enough without the help of our little shake friend. Any help? What did the other guy do? We zap it somewhere here. It had a ebony something, ebony shield, ebony sword. I'll take both. I'm sure I have a strength potion or something. Ah, yes, loot. Ebony bow, really? Staff of repulse. Can't afford the ebony bow, but we should take it, it's fairly valuable. We need to get rid of something. Dragon bones, maybe? Ebony armor, in fact, isn't that great as far as weight versus value. Hunting bow shields is actually a piece of crap. And staff of repulse. No, it's quite good in fact. Dragon parts are not. Mission accomplished. Just need to get somewhere to sell these. It's mainly just normal equipment, non-magical, so what we do need is we need basically smiths, and it's early in the afternoon, so we would like a long travel. Alternatively, we can go home, dump the equipment there and move on. Might be better because we don't have a lot of weight management options now. So even if we go to a city, we would have to walk there to the shopkeepers. Worry about earning cash later. I have more than 10,000 anyway. But I don't think we have bought training. No, my plan probably was to make enchanted items.
Can I help you?
Normal boots. Hmm. Mammoth cheese bowl. Why do I have this? And we have over 200 pounds to carry weight again. Ah, this is so convenient. I guess the manner choices come down to a few things. Basically, Are we going to go for maximum amount of future proved options? Certain things just cannot be done without certain wings added to the manor. At the same time, the choice there is between convenience. We might get
Heard they're reforming the dawn?
more of some other things
Vampire
if
hunters
we
or
choose
something.
different
In
wings.
the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up
Things that
myself.
are achievable through other means, but it would be more convenient to choose those wings. For example, kitchen. Kitchen does not. Kitchen does something you cannot do in any other way. It adds an oven. It adds some
Don't think
recipes
you can
to
barter
making
with me like
food.
I'm one of those
I
fat
mainly
shopkeepers.
pastries, things like that. It can provide temporary bonuses. Alternatively, you could add, I think, library tower. Doesn't really do anything, but it's an extra nice storage for books. Storage containers, bookshelves, things like that. Alternatively, there's a storehouse, which has quite a few weapon racks and armor mannequins. Again, just storing different type of things that you already can store through multiple ways, but in a more visual way. I think, yeah, I talked earlier about the stacking of gold ingots in a pleasing way that I tried, but didn't work out. It's sort of a similar thing. Your armor and weapon can be in a long list in a single container, or they can be on an armor mannequin. So you can see the armor displayed there, or you can see a weapon on a weapon rack. It's still basically a container, but it's a more visually pleasing and satisfying way to display the same thing. Show off your armor and weapons. But the end point is, from practicality point of view, the oven is the only thing that's totally unachievable through other means. So if you just want to add options, things like I might want to do something in the future, the kitchen is the sensible choice to make. There are a few other considerations that might favor the kitchen. Is that it decides what the added wing is gonna look like. It's either a tower. I think the library wing would be a tower. The storage room would be just a first floor thing. On the second floor there should be a, I'm not sure what you would call it, an outdoors area on top of the a balcony of a sort, I suppose. I'm not sure what you would technically call it. And the kitchen addition would be a slanted roof. So how you want your main manor to visually look like might decide what kind of upbringing you want. I mean, if you don't care about the functions, you might choose for visual preferences. If you have the outdoors area added, you can it'll combine with if there's next to it there's another wing that has a similar outdoors area, it'll combine with that. So there might be some choices to be made there too. You might also want to avoid it because if you're depending on how your house plays, I mean you might be basically the view on one side might be a rock face, so you might want to put up one of your balcony areas in the direction with the best view and support it through other means. And there's a few choices to be made. It's not quite as simple as just a what the fuck is that? There's a party going on here.
Hail, friend! It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two competing meaderies, Honningbrew and Blackbriary. We have a bottle of both. So he offered me Honningbrew, I'm gonna offer him Honningbrew. Why only have one bottle when you can have two?
Eastmere's beard, you're one after my own heart. I would love another bottle. This good deed should not go unrewarded. Here, take this. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Depending on your choice, different things can happen there. I wanted this because Charmed Necklace. Carrying capacity increased by 25 points, so we can now put a simple necklace on when we have to carry a few more things. Also, I might just disenchant this, because that's a good ability to have. It's a valuable ability. Not sure how valuable it is compared to sneaking. It might be a good thing to add to enchantment in general, to increase their value further. Yeah, I wanted to go to this lake here. It's sort of suspicious to me. It's a site. So, any reactions to try to fire something? No. Good. It's still suspicious. Can I get something there? Clear Pine Pond. That guy is suspicious to me. It's just a elk standing in the middle doing nothing. It screams of potential Spriggans to me. At the time, well, I suppose I could go in invisible. Yeah, even they can detect me that way. Oh. Yep. Well, I wasn't cool. I waited too late. Okay. Plan B.
Strun?
Burn. A little bit of treasure, a little bit of few good alchemical ingredients, that's it. Pine Moon Cave. Another potential logging site. What is that? Spellcaster of some sort fighting an Atronach. Why? Well, none of my business. What of old ruins here? Should be nearing our target soon. Sure if I want to end things here or try to push forward. Let's see how the ruin looks like. It is a side with a word of power, so I suspect it's has something of a decent size to it. Deepwood. Oh, I see. There's no way to reach Hack's End but through Deepwood Redoubt. Okay. I'm interested. Let's try it this way. The Forlorn. Yes, the steel isn't all that great. They'll definitely react to me hostilely. We could try to steal things. Let's get the training up. We don't particularly have a reason to even come here other than the word of power at the moment. So maybe we should go in, try to remain undetected. At least to some extent. We want to loot the place. Not on this map section. Suppose we could use illusion spells cause a little bit of havoc. Hold on, foragers.
Hear something? I'm sure I heard something.
Ooh. Traps. Probably a key to this. Here's the key. No point stealing. Chance of success on a basically worthless item is non-existent. Forsworn missive. Alaric, do not presume we have grown fat and complacent here in the north. Our matriarch was wise to bring us here. Our camp is secure and our members grow. Our numbers grow. We will not skulk in the shadows with you, making petty plots with rabble and sycophants. When we strike, we will do it with cunning and power, and the occupiers will fall before us. That is the way of true reachmen. That's too close.
Must have been nothing.
How are we gonna get past those two? Little boys. Oh, no way. Suppose we could try to...
Someone there?
Now you're mine.
Give up while you still can.
Come and face the Forsworn.
You're dead! Dead! Enough! This ends now! God, no! Please don't
Now
kill
you're
her!
okay.
Must be my imagination. Huh?
I'm not gonna even try it with the axe. Waste too much. Chance 0%. Deepwood Vale. Still not where we should be. So this is a fairly long trip. It's an outdoors area. Yeah. So here we could just summon shit to rain on them. Still not the correct area though. I'm not sure if we can, just because it's treated as an outdoors area does not necessarily mean it's fully an outdoors area. I think the possibility is fairly strong that it is. And we're just coming out of cooldown anywho. Well, it's a possibility. I mean, there's map markers and everything. So it's quite literally an outdoors area in that sense.
Strun? Ha!
Victory is yours! I submit!
There's no submitting. There's only death.
Not like this!
Got a few guys here. Okay, team, let's go. No, we can't resurrect them. Ooh. Forsworn forager. We might as well start to loot things. Probably still people alive here. They're fully protected and don't know what's going on. Fine with that. More of a test case anyway. I mean, is it gonna work or not? That's a briar heart. That's a problem. Glass boots. Tags in Discover. Okay, it's I suppose a different way to handle things. Just move past without causing too much fuss. I suppose it's fitting because our goal is to just get the word power. Ooh. Pack Raven. Witches. More witches.
Someone there.
Nope.
Must have been nothing.
How do we open this? It's a clear secret door. I have to fight here. Surprised I'm getting well, I'm getting sneaking while invisible, but maybe it's because it's not always just about are you being visually seen, you're being heard. So right. Um, only Hagrid and Feathers there. Yes. Master.
Did you hear something?
Mind's playing tricks on me.
Yes, it is. Please. Where the power should be here. Sand. Very slow time. That's a wrap. Nothing too interesting here. I'm sort of curious about the hack though. It seems to be teleporting away constantly. So it's not just a normal hack. Could have something unique. Staff of the Zombies. We're too far into the cooldown. Can't really do much with Bloodthorn. Um, Maybe that's what we came here for. If the target dies within 3 seconds, it feels assault. It's basically a shitty dagger with a shitty ability, but it's named. So we only need to hold on to this. Hmm. Do I want to fight or do I want to try to push her off the ledge? See what happens if I do this. Ice raids are gonna eat her up. They're quite damaging even though they're fairly fragile. I would not want to fight in melee against ice raid. There are quite a lot of frost resistance. Not sure a hag has that. They fall down or something? Probably yes. This. Ooh. Right. Pull down over. Damn you!
Fus! Roda!
Prepare to die!
Scratch one head, Raven. Still, where did she fly up to? Somewhere in this general area, though. She fall all the way there. Well, her body is impossible to find now. It's not her.
Damn, where'd you go?
I paid more attention. Ah, there she is. Hacks and key and feather. Well, this is an outdoors area. Can we quick travel out of here? Enemies nearby. How about now? Corundum ore. Good for locks. Necessary for locks. Locks aren't just for manor doors. Every chest or lock storage container will need a lock. So the more corundum we can take with us, the better. How about now? Okay, got to that. So I don't think I want to go specifically again after words of power now. If the opportunity Kroger with this platform. If an opportunity arises, sure, why not? You have no reason not to. But specifically just going after them, no. Get a level up. I did want to see if I can get some training. Best thing about this is we're not just getting a single ingredient, we're getting 3 to 4. So the initial investment of one ingredient will pay itself immediately, and it'll multiply and multiply and multiply. That's a good investment. Easy to switch around too. Insects, lovely, lovely insects. Meat fishies. Yes. We gotta leave the slaughterfish there. We might get a few scales out of them, but I don't think we'll get all that much. I don't. The main problem is that you're not gonna get enough of them farm. So even if I find out what the scales can do, I won't be able to manufacture those potions en masse anyhow. So it doesn't really matter. It would have to be incredibly rare and useful ability that I must have. I
trust you're not
can't
planning
think of
any
what
trouble.
something like that could be.
What can I do for you, friend?
Okay. I'm just storing these until we get an alchemy lab in our house. We can do some tasting. Probably make potions mostly. We have to sell this crap away. Not random. Okay. Give me the bow. Sword, bow. Well, wands. I want to do the enchanting. Maybe a little bit. Don't need a lot of items for that. Common soul limbs. They don't weigh a lot. Might have to make a few gems. Means gold. And gold ore. What can we combine with it? The flawless amethysts, maybe garnets, maybe rubies, these sapphires. I don't know. They don't weigh a lot. Be able to do this quickly. We can use the anvil here. Maybe it's good enough to do. Yep. We don't have ingots. That's the problem. Anywho, the White Run is familiar to me. Also has the smithing services right there at the entrance of the town.
Take a look.
I will take a look. Don't have anything particularly interesting. 200.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Do you believe?
Okay, we should go get to maybe 14,000, 15,000 gold by selling all this crap. And produce a few items, enchant them, try to get some of the money back. Not sure what to get though. Hmm.
Take pity, lady, and spare me
And that'll have to do. Don't want to do shitty.
You're someone who can get things.
Don't want to do
Take a
shitty
look.
jewelry that isn't worth anything. I need to buy something. You wouldn't happen to sell iron? You do you? Thanks.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Manor is going to need tons and tons and tons of iron.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much
So
for
we
your
have
business.
14,000 now. We can still sell a few items. I mean, it might take something little less weaker and train that
Got
out.
something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler. Everything's for trinkets, odds and ends.
I
that
think
sort of
just
thing.
makes a lot of sense since we're doing that constantly. $15,000.
Do come back.
Alteration or restoration. We could take a couple levels something else, but it's hard to find trainers for the higher levels anymore. We're talking about 4,000 per skill level once we reach 75. That is not a minor thing.
enchanting services. I would have.
Restoration probably makes the most sense. I used it
I think
less
we
than
could go
anything
a path
else.
of Eastmarch, and people would still come to us for enchantments.
It's also fairly low compared to the others. Where is she? Time. Yeah. She should be here.
are my research materials I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Yeah, this is the cheap one, 1,600 per level. Look for again.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
I really don't have much to sell back at her. Might be able to create a few items though. Yes.
Hmm?
It's not much, but it's at least something. Charmed necklace. Necklace of minor stamina. Okay. Fortify sneak it is then. Cannot add fortify sneak here. Lockpicking? Oh, that is worthless. Destruction, yes. Yeah, how much more? There isn't that many more we can do. 6 more. Well, I'm not sure this allows us to get all our money back, but it should get a decent chunk. And this is the last one.
Restoration is a perfectly valid. Why are my spells and incantations for those with
9,300.
a talent to cast them?
So we got back to 12,000. So we only lost a few. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Oh, you can get it, please. Oh. Ah, good enough. You're treated badly because of your work.
Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. All right, then.
Restoration, alteration. Alteration, illusion, destruction. The illusion is looking good. 13 more levels and it's useful against everything. Well, maybe not everything, but against mostly. Duration needs 5 points before we can even think about getting more of it. Cost reductions are always a thing that we might go for. Destruction, definitely cost reductions. No, even those are not necessary, depending on how good you are at enchanting. But it would help, because you can't always have the... Well, destruction cost reduction is something we might carry with us. Every time we want to rely on destruction, we definitely want the costs to go down. More restoration. Oh crap. I suppose we can also points in enchanting. How about sneak? There would be the backstabbing option basically. Requires 2 more perk points. It might not be a bad idea. Would basically allow us to kill through melee. And because the damage multiplier on daggers is then 15 times the normal, it's a reasonable chance we might be able to kill something through that. The problem is, if I want to go that route, that's not good enough. I also have to start putting points in one-handed weapon to buff the damage. So it'll start eating up quite a lot of perks. Same with the archery thing. If we want to really focus on this, take the stealth approach, we do need to start putting points there. There's no getting around that. Not a terrible situation. There aren't that many places we can currently put our points in the casting, but we do have places to put them. That's a problem. Seems like we have better uses for them. Magic resistance 20%. 75. Yeah. Good. Know about the protection spells. The thing is, we want to go here anyhow. I don't know what the master and expert level spells are. That's one thing that's sort of holding me back. If we want to go the backstab route, that's sort of go a little bit more melee route, we need to take the mage armor. If we don't, there's no point taking the mage armor, really. Not at least now. In bigger fights it might be a thing, but we can also just go invisible, so it's not really a big thing. Yeah, it's a... I think I'll sit on the perk points again. It's more of a... If I sit on the points and I want to go start doing something, I can immediately provide a decent support for it. If I now just spend them and then decide that I didn't spend them in places I like, what am I going to do about it? It's going to take quite a bit of time before I can support that chosen playstyle in any real way. But I was thinking about the dagger damage, and I know the game has a bind dagger spell. However, I think it's in Dragonborn, which would mean you might want to start Dawnguard and Dragonborn. Starting Dragonborn first makes more sense. It's a different type of thing. Dawnguard is more of a bloodline. Dragonborn is an area. So I think we're going to go to Solstheim. Naturally we're gonna look around and do things, but I'd like to see what we can do spell-wise. What options does Dragonborn provide for us? Once we've opened it up, we can just quick travel there whenever we want. So it's just another area that becomes available. And I'd like to do it in daytime. I'll end it here. We need to take a ship there. We got the message The cultist orders. Take a ship from Raven Rock to Windhelm. And the ship is still here. Gonna take the ship and go to Raven Rock. I think in Morrowind we started the colony of Raven Rock. That's 2 games ago. And I don't think Oblivion really mentions it in any way. I mean, it happens in Cyrodiil, nothing to do with the colony. We have plenty of carry weight. We have decent selection of spells and abilities, so I don't think we're in deep trouble by going there. So it's just a matter of getting our ass there.
Looking to hire a boat? Where you headed?
Solitude or Dawnstar, never mind.
Until next time.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
What happened? Why won't you go back?
It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim.
Yes, you are. You're taking me to Solstheim.
Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
I'll be back.
Whatever you want. The answer isn't going to be any different later, though.
It is, but I don't want to go there now. I'll leave things here and we're definitely taking this ship to Solstheim. Goal is to get access to the local magic options and see if we're missing something, or is the selection more or less what we can access here. It has to have something unique to it, but I'm not sure what the options would be. I'm fairly certain about the daggers, but besides that, I've got nothing.